Good morning, fifth graders. It is Friday, best day of the week. First week is over, excuse me. And so now we are to a point where we are hopefully starting to find some routine and find some pattern in what we are doing here. Obviously, this week will be slightly different from upcoming weeks for multiple reasons. It was a 4-day week versus a 5-day week. It was obviously get to know you week, even though we had those couple of days early on. It was kind of one of those things where we had a lot of routines and a lot of expectations to still go over about how things work when you're in school and how these things play out. So just so you are aware, obviously there will be a few changes next week. Cohort 1, you'll be in here Monday and Tuesday. You both groups will be home on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, cohort 2 will come in. Wednesday is still kind of up in the air in terms of how that's going to go. We're getting some ideas from administration about what we should be doing. We will be doing a Zoom. I do know that on Wednesday, and I'll get you that time on that as we move forward. For today, let's focus on Friday. Math students or math class guys, there's a video to watch. We do have a brain game. We do have an exit ticket. And we do have a Think Central assignment for some practice. So please make sure everything in that folder gets done. That is the one thing that we really want to stress. And that goes for science as well. Once you are looking at that day and you're clicking on that day for that week, I should say, or that science lesson, make sure you're completing everything that's in there. I do have some of us who are maybe trying things or doing things, but then not submitting. So make sure you're getting everything submitted. I've been talking to my group that's been in class about things that they did when they were home. And again, they said they completed them. And as we looked at them, I can see that they did work, but then didn't finish it or didn't submit that work. So just make sure that we're submitting that stuff. So you can check into the grades portion of your Schoology for each class to see if you're missing anything, see if you have anything that's blank. And if there's anything that's blank there, it means that you haven't completed that yet. So please make sure that you are going in and doing that. We would love to kind of keep the weeks tidy. So when we come back on Monday, we can close that folder out of Schoology and just move into our next area of learning and only have one place to click. So it just eliminates a lot of, I think, confusion and issues moving forward. So just try to wrap that up at the end of this week at some point. I do want to say it's been a great week. Thank you guys for coming in and working hard. I know the schedule is not ideal, and you've heard me talking a lot. And unfortunately, I would love for you guys to be doing a lot of group work, and I'd love for you to be working together and figuring out things and helping each other out and problem solving. But just in the current situation, we're not really allowed to do a lot of those things. So we're trying to balance as best we can. I know when you're in school and you're maybe watching a video, not ideal as well, but we want to try to get you the common instruction. And then while you're at school, we have the opportunity to ask more direct questions. We have the opportunity to practice a little bit more, and hopefully that will make sense as we get more into the academic side of things. Obviously this week, like we said, advisory has taken longer than normal. Our expectation teaching, all that kind of stuff. We're hoping that when we get the ball rolling, especially next week, that those processes will kind of iron themselves out and go a lot quicker, and that we'll have definitely more instruction taking place in school than just what you are doing distance learning. So that's the goal anyway. I can't promise that it's going to happen, but that's what we're trying to work on. And realize that this is new for us as well. The end of last year was new for us, having to try to teach through the computer. And now this year we're kind of caught in that middle zone where we'd love to be just doing in person, but we're still having to plan lessons for both sides of things and try to keep things equitable for our students moving forward. So hopefully it'll start to make sense to us as teachers as well. And hopefully we'll start to find that routine and you guys can be comfortable with what we're doing and making sense with that. So thanks again. Please make sure you look at the entire week today. So Tuesday through Friday. Make sure all of your folders are completed. Everything in there is done. So we can kind of close that folder out and tie a nice bow on that first week and move forward, hopefully with an even better routine and a better situation moving forward. Thanks, guys, and have a great Friday and then a great weekend.